conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The option, he'll keep it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Going with the ground game left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
To the air, it's Mateer. Got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. create some confusion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup, so which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way for who wins this one.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Motion from the back. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I want.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they'll knock him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone. And
there's a crease. Picks up the first down. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw. It's Mateer. Dumps it to the back. Got the quick pass. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's complete to the right. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, and go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Manning from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. To the house. Touchdown, Texas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Arch is going to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. A designed run for the quarterback. Maybe a crease. Inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus.
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. The quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing Manning. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Manning from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense. And here they go. They're trying to score more points.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run.
Oh, a lot of space. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
Touchdown, Texas! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Cavaliers setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Defense not showing press coverage. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got to make... It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got a man, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for it.
To throw, Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's an inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside and turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Steps away to find some room. That's caught. It's Sategna. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he puts through the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes. This is a get. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Arch Madness. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He fires to the left side. He's got it up to 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Off the play fake on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The short hands, it's Sategna. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tap.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.